I always shifted my perspective to how would the audience perceive this? And editing your own life story is hard, right? Because you're the star of it and you think everything is interesting, but it's not. And you really have to edit stuff down when it's your own personal story. So that was the thing I started to apply right away. I saw a lot of paper stacks and I thought, wow, this is going to be an intensive session if we have so many worksheets. I think I am the type of learner who wants a structure. And one of the things I liked was that it was very structured. And, it was kind of, here's why archetypes matter. And then here's kind of the elements of those things. So it was very useful for me. I feel like I gained a lot in that 4 hours because it was structured to the extent that I could look at all of the options and then kind of decide what was mine with very concrete takeaways. So I felt like by the end of the day, I was like, okay, this is the way that they would relate to me. This is where I fit in within 4 hours. Yeah. So that was good for me. It involved a lot of soul searching as well, because you have one shot and you want to make sure that you are bringing your story and the story that only you can tell to this stage. So I felt like I had a lot of different stories and I kept thinking, there's things I want to share with people, and how do I choose, number one, and how do I know what's going to be a good topic that will resonate with people? So it was a lot of work just choosing what you're going to talk about. And I think that was a long journey itself, but also learning the craft of how to construct, how to have stage presence and all that. I would say that understanding the archetype in terms of how people relate to me, it crystallized how I wanted to present myself with being authentic as well. I wasn't trying to be an expert on something. I wasn't trying to be a charismatic motivational speaker. I was just understanding why people would relate to my story. And so once I kind of crystallized around the relate and the attract styles that I felt myself fitting into, I had to seriously think, and I thought a lot about this, was the journey for the audience and how did I want to present this? Because it's very interesting. I had an idea of what I wanted people to understand, but I would have a tendency to fall into a trap of more crusading and saying this is what you should know, why don't you all do this? Wake up. And I found that people weren't responding to me when I was kind of more crusading. And so I really went into the audience journeys and understanding how I could adapt a little bit to make it better resonate with audiences. And that was really the key thing for me. I think Coen was able to elaborate the differences between the different styles during that session enough, with some personal anecdotes, some examples from other speakers outside the keynote program. And he's kind of demonstrating what it looks like if you're this type of speaker. And so that's what I appreciated, because it was a little bit of, okay, I can see what that looks like in practice. And that really helped me firm up on my selections of, okay, I think I fit into this one. I think I fit into this one. So that really helped me. I always shifted my perspective to how would the audience perceive this? It wasn't about when I was constructing a speech and thinking about, oh, this is a funny story. Oh, this is a memory that I'd love to share. But I kept thinking, how would the audience perceive that? Does it serve the journey that I'm trying to take them on? And editing your own life story is hard, right? Because you're the star of it and you think everything is interesting, but it's not. And you really have to edit stuff down when it's your own personal story. So that was the thing I started to apply right away.